All right. If I could get a motion that we discuss those 4 items that we went into closed session for. 2 items under Virginia Code 2.2-3711A1, personnel, appointments to boards and police department. 1 item under Virginia Code 2.2-3711A29, awards of a public contract involving the expenditures of public funds. And Pulaski Area Transit, and then 1 item under Virginia Code 2.2-3711A8, warming shelter.
So moved.
Second.
And may I have a roll call for that, please?
Mr. Clark?
Aye.
Ms. Cope?
Aye.
Mr. Alden?
Aye.
Mr. Erickson?
Aye.
Mr. Burchett?
Aye.
Mayor Collins?
Aye. All right, if you would stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, that will be led by Councilman Erickson, and then the invocation will follow by Councilman Clark.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and into the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Want to pray with us? Bow your heads at this time. Lord, we thank you for this day. We thank you that we can come back and discuss town matters. Be with us in the next few moments. In your name we pray. Amen.
All right, I'd like to welcome the guests that are here in person and online. Thank you for coming out for our town's matters and our meeting tonight. There are no modifications to public, so, all right, we'll start with the presentations. The first presentation is a Eagle Scout recognition. Nathan Repass, Outdoor Facility Coordinator.
All right, good evening. So I'm here to talk about some great things happening in our parks recently. So we've recently had some other certificates of recognition for longstanding trail volunteers, and we recently, just this past summer, actually had 2 scouts complete their Eagle projects in town parks around town. We've got our first scout is a local, Heather Holman, from Troop 158, who recently completed a project at Gatewood Park. So she reached out towards the end of June to pitch a project at the park for a need that she saw on her way out there, cleaning up some signage and installing a Book Nook free library in the park for campers of all ages. And so throughout that process, we met several times. We met on site. And throughout that process, she acquired donation of all of the materials, built and designed artwork on this, and procured all the books to fill. And as of October 1st, installed this Book Nook on site at Gatewood, including all of the artwork and I believe several boxes of books to continue refilling it with materials for folks of all ages, novels, some educational stuff, so that when folks are out there camping, they can go and sit at a picnic table and access this little Book Nook out there to read on site. We did the final sign off in the end of October, and I'm not sure exactly on the Eagle process. I know that's a lot of paperwork, so I'm not sure if that's fully completed yet, but the project has been live for several months out there. Our campground hosts, I believe, put a Facebook post about this. They've seen some activity out there from folks that are camping and stopping by to read some books. We have a certificate. I'll invite Heather up here now if you want to.
All right,
Heather. Sure.
All right, there you go, and let's. Okay. You got it. Okay. That's all.
Congratulations.
Right.
Heather, you got to give a speech. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Not unless you want to. Go ahead.
If you would like to, go ahead.
She's ready.
I'd like to thank the town of Pulaski for giving me this opportunity. It was a lot of fun, and I'm very thankful to be able to create this Book Nook for y'all. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, and our second scout, Caleb Young, He is from Troop 141 up towards Christiansburg. And he actually reached out in May of this year as a cyclist who had ridden some of our trails around here. He came to my office talking about the bike park, the Draper Mountain Trails, trying to get an idea of some projects we could work on. And after discussing that back and forth throughout the spring, we landed on a project replacing some features on the Draper Mountain Trails as part of the grant opportunity from the Virginia Outdoors Foundation that we have up there. These are some photos of some of the aging features at the landing up there. So most of these were installed 10 to 15 years ago using pallet wood, whatever we could find, whatever volunteers had. And while they may have been repaired some, they were in pretty rough shape for some of the features that were up there. So he came around with the plans, kind of developed the lists of materials, and then we used grant funding to provide the materials for most of these features up there. Caleb actually left for a long backpacking trip throughout the summer, so we reconvened in August to begin kind of coordinating those materials and all of that work. And he started in late September bringing crews up there to remove the materials. And as part of that process, he actually found that there's a washout on the Easy Street Fire Road that leads up there. You can get a bike around it easily. You can get a small truck around it slightly less easily, but it was going to be fairly difficult to bring large materials up there. So as part of his project, in addition, he coordinated the donation of 2 dump truck loads of shale and the machinery time to fix that and install 2 water bars to help fix that. Removed all of the features and began building new features up there over the course of 4 weekends. Put, I believe it was about 100 bags of concrete in, around 4x4 posts for this sky bridge feature here to replace, completely redecked one of the teeter-totters that was up there and built a copy of that. So we have duplicates up there. Built another teeter-totter, rebuilt that from scratch, replaced some bridging up there, a skinny, several smaller bridges, and cleaned out and redid a rock garden that was up there. Over the course of 4 weekends, put a lot of time and effort in there, a lot of volunteer labor up there. I was lucky enough to go up there and meet him and his family during one of the work days, and they were doing a great job up there. They had a whole team of people, and throughout most of this, I believe, maybe it was the second work day, Caleb found out that he had a stress fracture and was actually up there in a boot directing most of this. Throughout that process. So these are the replaced features. They cleaned up and weed-eated around on the landing there. So we have brand new wood features up there. And this is Caleb with his team. You'll notice the boot on his foot there as he was directing all of that while injured. But he coordinated all of the materials necessary, coordinated all of the volunteers. We did the purchasing on the materials and just coordinated getting those to him so that he could haul it up. Over those 4 weekends. The project was finished in early October, and so those features have been up there for a little while. I know several folks that have ridden them up there, and so we signed off on that, but that project is complete and a fantastic start to some of the major renovations we're hoping to continue up on the Draper Mountain Trails. So, Caleb, if you want to come on up.
All right, Caleb.
Thank you, sir.
I'd like to thank Mr. Repass and the town of Pulaski, as well as my friends and family and all the volunteers that helped me with this project. As of now, I have the board review scheduled and all the paperwork submitted for my Eagle Scout, and I would like to thank you all for the opportunity of doing this project and to share my passion with mountain biking. I hope this has been a great addition to the local trail systems.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right. Next in the presentations is Building Department update. Nathan Smithers, certified building official.
Thank you all for your time this evening. I want to give you both zoning and building department update on where things have been for the last month and a half or so. From zoning, the way that the town does the process now for business license is that everything now gets reviewed and runs through the zoning department. So we've, in the past month and a half or so, we've issued about 14 business license. Another project that you are aware of is the properties that we own on South Madison Avenue that we plan on developing. Those plats have been finalized now, and we are ready to go out for bid for contractors to start developing at least one of the 3 sites. Another area that we're working on is we're doing ongoing updates to our comp plan and our zoning ordinance. So we're starting to take tallies and making comments through that period to then present to you all down the road. There's also been 3 subdivision and lot line adjustments that have been reviewed and approved, and then 2 sign permits that have been reviewed, as well as one taken to the Architectural Review Board, which is the old Thompson Tire. It's being bought out and now it's going to be Tire Discounters. For the building department, the ARS house on 520 Jackson Avenue has been completed. Final inspection, and it is actually on the market now, as you all may have seen that as well. We are also working again with Shannon on the project Revitalize to get those contractors interested for the South Madison Avenue properties. And then, as you all may have seen too on the website, we have completely finished the online portal now for accessing building permits. You can do that all online now. And it's pretty user-friendly, so that way anybody can see the inspections when they've taken place, if they've passed or failed, or if there's any comments that's going on through there. And roughly in the past month and a half, we've issued 47 permits, and I've completed about 60 inspections in the past month or so. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Good job. I got a question for you.
Oh, yeah.
So Project Revitalize, I know you're working with Shannon on that pretty close.
Yeah.
We've got a house we're getting ready to demo that was donated to us.
Yes.
That'll be a future home. So far, we have 3 lots under Project Revitalize that we're looking at developing.
Yes.
And we've got how many on the demolition list? Or do you have that? I know you're working on it, you and Shannon, so we've got several.
Yes.
And there was two more that came across my desk today. So Project Revitalize, and what that was meant to do was take old dilapidated lots and homes and put some life back in them. It's been slow. We're using some legislative powers that were recently passed. And we're also using grants and tools that we've had available for a number of years. But Nathan is right in the middle of that with Shannon Ainsley. And so, yeah, don't leave it out. I got a lot more I can list too.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
Thank you so much.
Good job.
All right. Next is our voting items. First one is Pulaski Area Transit FY27 request for the budget.
Mr. Mayor, I'll make a motion to set the FY27 Pulaski Area Transit donation to $75,000 total.
Second.
And may I have a roll call for that, please?
Mr. Clark.
Aye.
Ms. Cope.
Aye.
Mr. Dawson.
Aye.
Mr. Erickson.
Aye.
Mr. Burchett.
Aye.
Mayor Collins.
Aye. Okay, next is Resolution 2025-38, appointing Benjamin Linkus to the Town of Pulaski, Virginia Planning Commission. Someone will make a motion.
Mayor, I make a motion, resolution 2025-38 as written.
Second.
May I have a roll call for that, please?
Mr. Clark.
Aye.
Ms. Cope.
Aye.
Mr. Dawson.
Aye.
Mr. Erickson.
Aye.
Mr. Burchett.
Aye.
Mayor Collins.
Aye. All right, Resolution 2025-39, resolution of appointment to the Peppers Ferry Regional Wastewater Treatment Authority to Jeff Worrell.
Mr. Mayor, so moved.
Second.
And may I have a roll call for that?
Mr. Clark. Ms. Cope.
Aye.
Mr. Dawson.
Aye.
Mr. Erickson.
Aye.
Mr. Burchett.
Aye.
Mayor Collins.
Aye. And then Resolution 2025-40, resolution of appointment to Peppers Ferry Regional Wastewater Treatment Authority to Austin Painter.
So moved.
Second.
And a roll call for that.
Mr. Clark.
Aye.
Ms. Cope.
Aye.
Mr. Dawson.
Aye.
Mr. Erickson.
Aye.
Mr. Burchett.
Aye.
Mayor Collins.
Aye. All right. We rolled through those. Let's move on to the discussion. So, review and approval of proposed private drive name designation. Ferries Court, Nathan Smithers, the Town of Pulaski Planning and Zoning Administrator and Building Official. Welcome back.
And I believe you all have in the packet the property that is in discussion for this road designation. Okay. So, the property owner has, currently has three of the lots under, permit right now to do new construction. He has one that is, ready to give a certificate of occupancy for. He has two permits that are now just underway, and he is getting the footers prepped on those constructions. But plans to develop about 5 of those lots back in the back that are, as you all see. This is a private drive. That was listed on the official plat that was recorded to the courthouse. And his recommendation was that that the private drive be named. And we took it before Planning Commission, and Planning Commission's recommendation is Ferry Court, to name that private drive Ferry Court. Any questions?
And it will still be a private drive, right?
Yes.
So the person that owns all the land didn't have a option to name it?
He did.
His recommendation was Pepper's Ferry Heights, and then Planning Commission's recommendation to you all was Ferry Court.
It's a 911 issue.
I was gonna say, is it because there's a Pepper's Ferry and then Pepper's Ferry Heights? Is that what you said?
Yes.
How does the property owner feel about the new name?
He's fine with however the
Okay.
naming goes, because he just feels like that will be an issue down the road, because right now the addresses that we're giving them now was Pepper's Ferry.
Okay, so he supports it.
Yes.
Okay.
He's fine with it, I'm fine with it.
Yep.
So you need an approval this evening for the new name?
Yes, please.
Mr. Mayor, I'll make a motion to approve the naming of Ferries Court based off the Planning Commission's review as stated.
And may I have a roll call for that one, please?
Mr. Clark?
Aye.
Ms. Cope?
Aye.
Mr. Dawson?
Aye.
Mr. Erickson?
Aye.
Mr. Burchett?
Aye.
Mayor Collins?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, and now we move to the public comment section, and disappeared sometime or another. So I have Terry Sternberg. If you would come forward, say your name, your address, social security number, your credit card number. Oh, wait, no, not all that.
Well, thank you. Terry Sternberg, 526 North Washington Avenue, Pulaski. I didn't see it on the agenda here when you referenced the closed session item C, the third item, on the shelter, rest and rise. What was that Virginia code number?
That
Which
is Virginia Code 2.2-3711A8.
So that, I didn't hear the number, so I couldn't look up the code. Can you tell me what that code allows for discussion on the shelter?
It was,
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. So, number one, yesterday's tree lighting ceremony was all that and more. It was awesome. So downtown looks super good. Main Street looks awesome. All the investment that the town's been putting into our downtown and the Main Street and everything is just beautiful. And I couldn't sing your praises any higher. I'm a little bit curious where things might stand. Maybe Mr. Day can tell us. We're kind of in limbo right now about Rest and Rise's go ahead. So I don't know if y'all can say anything right now during my public comment time, or if I should just wait to hear from the town manager as to what y'all are finding out, because we're getting kind of mixed signals and we're uncertain as to what's going on.
We actually recessed the executive session. We had a lot more issues. We ran out of time, but I will communicate with you tomorrow.
Okay?
Yeah.
in other
Well,
words, we're
it's
in
certainly
limbo
our
too.
hope that we will be able to, the churches will be able to do what the churches are called to do, which is to care for people and use our buildings in hospitable and accommodating ways that are good for folks. we still want to simply lift up the fact that this whole thing is really structured to be very well managed, very well supervised, not a beacon to draw all kinds of people to Pulaski for services, but simply to take care of our folks that really are very vulnerable, especially in winter months. And we're really excited about all the ways in which folks will be given that path forward to a good future. So we hope it'll be worked out for us. Thank you.
Thank you, Terry. All right, that's the only one I had, so let's move to the consent agenda. So up for your consideration is November 18th, 2025 Town Council minutes.
Mr. Mayor, I move to approve the town council meetings from November 18th, 2025, as written.
Second.
And may I have a roll call for that, please?
Mr. Clark,
Abstain.
Ms. Cope,
Aye.
Mr. Dawson,
Aye.
Mr. Erickson,
Aye.
Mr. Burchett,
Aye.
Mayor Collins.
Abstain. All righty. Council comments and board updates. So, Mr. Clark?
Just to reiterate what Miss Terry said, last night was pretty rad. The staff did an amazing job. Lights were awesome. What was it? The station with the graham crackers and everything. The s'mores. That staff wasn't too friendly, so.
But they were warm.
They were warm. But everybody did a great job. So, but we got to go bigger next year. So,
Challenge accepted.
that's all for me.
Ms. Cope?
I just have to say the same thing. It was fantastic. We had a wonderful turnout. Jeremy has ideas for next year's tree. We're in the beginning stages of that.
She doesn't like it.
I didn't say I didn't like it. It just needed
It needs
more
work.
thought. But anyway, it was fantastic. I hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving, and the Christmas season looks fantastic.
Mr. Dawson?
I'll echo all of that. We were driving down to last night's festivities, and we were probably a quarter mile away from Main Street, and my wife looked at him. She said, "Look how amazing Main Street looks," and you drive all the way down, and it does not leave anything to want from an attractiveness standpoint. I mean, it's as pretty of a Main Street and as well decorated as any you could go see, I believe, and the work that was done. I know I put some pressure on Todd about Jackson Park and the changes he was making, and I think you guys did a phenomenal job. Really like all of it. Looks fantastic, and all the folks that helped with that. I think we might have an opportunity, I know Todd made comments, and Jeremy, and you guys are thinking about what can we continue to do. It might be a thought to look at the train station, for as a location, that to light the roof in some way or fashion. Is such an attractive train station, and it would just, and probably wouldn't take even an extreme amount of lights to take that structure that we have control over and put some lights on it in the years to come, and I think that would probably look phenomenal also. But thank you guys for everything you're doing. Everybody, as Terry said here, and you've heard from us, is commenting on that. It's very noticeable the work you guys are doing, so thank you.
All right. Mr. Erickson?
We've covered that, so yes, it was very nice. For what Terry was saying, I too would like to get it resolved as quick as possible so we can step out of the church's way and to be able to let them help their people how they see fit. That's it.
All right. Mr.
Joel?
Burchett? My mind just went boop. Mr. Joel? No.
A senior moment
It was.
from a non-senior. Yeah, I would echo what you folks have said about all the work that's been done. And it really struck me tonight when I came here probably around 5:30. It's the first time in years that I've seen Main Street full of cars. So maybe we'll have a parking problem, which would be maybe a good problem to have compared to what we've been dealing with. But Main Street was full. I saw people on the sidewalks, and very, very good to see. That's all I have. Thank you.
Well, since Terry had to spoil all of our comments talking about how good it looked in the park, I want to reiterate that too. It was a great turnout. There was lots of people. We need to thank Public Works for building a couple of the trees out there. The high school, it was the welding department that built those. They did an amazing job. We had some people that worked for us that saw stuff and said, "We want this." They were very expensive, so we found a way, and they did a great job. We've got a great crew here. They know how to find stuff and make stuff happen, and I appreciate everything that they're doing. Reminder that we do have the parade Thursday at 7 o'clock. Starts right out here and goes Main Street out towards Food Line. It is the season, so I hope, like she said, I hope that everybody had a good Thanksgiving, and this is a joyous season, and let's keep it going, and let's try to stay warm when we go out there tomorrow night. But you got something else?
Yeah, I forgot something.
Oh,
I'm so
you
sorry.
missed it.
I'm
No,
out,
go
I'm
ahead.
out of order. I think that it's really important for us to make a comment, draw some attention. We're talking about Main Street, we're talking about the decorations, but it's Christmas season, Christmas gift buying season. Let's support our local businesses. Let's support our local boutiques, our local shops. Check them out. When you're thinking about what you're going to do, go wander through those shops and see if what you're looking for is already right here in town. So yeah, that's it.
Thank you. All right. Now be the manager's report. Manager Day.
I'm surprised y'all didn't mention Jackson Park last night, but I just want to say it was really good. And, you know, all too often I get compliments from citizens, council members of the job that a lot of times y'all will say you're doing. But I just want to, I want to say it's not me. I've got a great team behind me. It's incredible. You can give a project to somebody and you can pretty much get out of the way or they'll run over you doing it. And I mean all of my staff. It's an amazing teamwork. I mean, you saw half of my administrative employees out there last night, if not all of them. So thank you very much. I've got a great staff. So I also want to compliment, it was mentioned too, Mr. Petty and his team. There were a number of businesses in town that were recognized at the chamber event too. For those of you that had the opportunity to go to that, and due to the holidays, we tried to get them here, but we unable to do it. So hopefully at the next meeting or the meeting after that, we can recognize those and the school system. So incredible event last night. I was absolutely amazed at it. Everybody did a wonderful job. So thank you. That's all I've got.
All right. With that, reminder of the future council meeting. That will be December 16th, 2025. Closed session at 6 p.m., open session at 7. As I have nothing else on the agenda, I declare this, no. Oh, that's right. Sorry, forgot about that. I'm trying to get out of here. If I could get someone to make a motion that we enter back into closed session, and I'm just going to list all of them again. Virginia Code 2.2-3711A1, 2 items of personnel, appointments to boards and police department. 1 item under Virginia Code 2.2-3711A29, award of a public contract involving the expenditures of public funds, Pulaski Area Transit, and 1 item under Virginia Code 2.2-3711A8, warming shelter.
So moved.
Second.
All right. May I have a roll call for that?
Mr. Clark?
Aye.
Ms. Cope? Aye. Mr. Dawson?
Aye.
Mr. Erickson?
Aye.
Mr. Burchett?
Aye.
Mayor Collins?
Aye.
Okay. We'll see y'all.